Hey, what's up guys? UrAvgWarGamer is back with another video of World of Warships. And today, I'm going to be featuring FDR. And a game which is based on 423k damage, which is probably the third highest damage in EU server at least. So, you will expect a lot of damage in this game, that's for sure. And a lot of damage on those poor Yamatos which are in this division. 3 Yamatos and a Kurfürst is a funny thing to watch. So I will showcase you what FDR is about, and you can see here in the chat that I'm talking about it's the game of FDR. It's literally the FDR game and how much damage that I can easily do in this game. And you will see the true potential of FDR as well. The amount of damage that you can farm with FDR is absolutely insane. It's just hilariously broken, no matter what. A lot of people say FDR is not good. I always say, no, that's not the case. They don't understand the FDR gameplay. They haven't even tried to understand what FDR really is. But you will find out soon enough that FDR is no joke. And Yamato just have seen what happened to him. Literally taking 24k damage from these Ichi bombers alone, which are 8 of them. And well, Yamato did not realizing that I'm about to do more damage because he dissipated the fire instantly. That's not something that you should do. A Rhode Island, Yamato and a Midway is trying to deter me from dropping Yamato, but FDR planes is also ridiculously tanky. And you can see here, I dropped the Yamato here, resulting him getting another chunk for like 17,000 damage, and I also get a permanent fire. That's literally the FDR game. And I mean, you can farm heavy cruisers and cruisers as well, because well, FDR is one of those carriers that can maneuver during the attack and won't lose aim, which means that you can create insane crossfires with this insane alpha damage. These bombs have almost 11,000 damage, so what do you expect? With this insane HE penetration, FDR is definitely a nightmare to deal with, especially for battleships. And well, Kurfürst, you will also find out. Poor Kurfürst, he's trying to maneuver, he's trying to dodge these bombs, but you can see here, I dropped them effectively, and 7 bomb hits, 24k damage again. It's only 3 minutes into the game, and I have gotten 80,000 damage, with also only bomber squad. So I mean, you can see here where this is going. It's already 80,000 in just 3 minutes, or like less than 3 minutes. So you can imagine where this is gonna go. So 400k damage shouldn't be that big of a deal. And I will show you pretty much how easy it is, no matter how many people would say that FDR is not really that good. I mean, people can say that it's not randoms and it's randoms, it's not ranked battles. Sure, but still, it's quite a lot of damage regardless. Like, you can just farm battleships with these torpedo bombers and bombers, because not only the planes are pretty tanky, you already have seen what I did to Yamato. The Rhode Island, the Midway, the Yamato cannot strike, or at least prevent the strikes, okay? That's how powerful FDR is. And the torpedo bombers are also the same thing as well. They're so powerful that you cannot really able to shoot down these planes if you are alone. And the Yamatos are very vulnerable. They have not really good AA. I mean, even Rhode Island and Kurfürst cannot do much about FDR if he decided to drop on these battleships. And that's how powerful FDR really is. The demonstration is going to be pretty simple. There's a Yamato. He's basically around isolation, 4 kilometers away. I'm using torpedo bombers, and since he wants to dodge this island that coming in his way, he will take almost all torpedo hits. So I'm just gonna go and drop him precisely and wisely. And you can see here, Yamato, he will try to dodge some of these torpedoes, but still I got 6 torpedo hits, resulting in 12k damage. I mean, Yamato does have good torpedo belt, like it's 55% torpedo belt if I'm not wrong. So yeah, torpedo bombers is where something that Yamato can be good, can be getting away with it. But still, I mean, if I get a flood, that would be another story. In this case, I'm just gonna go and drop again. He only shot down a single plane, by the way. So this is already getting a bit too much funny for Yamato. This poor guy cannot able to dodge these torpedoes since I'm maneuvering it during the attack run. He cannot able to dodge them. And I'm just gonna go and get a perfect drop again on this poor Yamato. And this time, hopefully, I will get all 8 torpedoes and I got a flood. So now, the situation for Yamato is not good. If I get a permanent flood, he's definitely almost going to die. For sure. Like, Yamato is trying what? He can't do anything. I'm just gonna go and drop him. Like, what he's gonna do about it with this massive squadron? And you can potentially have 7, attack runs on a single target. This is a theoretical thing that you need to know. I mean, you can see here, he's turning out, and I'm just maneuvering my torpedo bombers again, and getting another drop on this Yamato. Now, I don't know. Yeah, I got a perfect drop, and look at that. Double flood, and all 8 torpedo hits. Yeah, this guy is in a huge trouble. I'm just farming damage upon damage upon damage. I'm just trying to showcase you how brutal FDR really is. And you know what? I'm not gonna drop on Yamato because I have exactly thought of this game to be a 400k damage game right at this time. I know that I can just have another strike on Midway, and Midway cannot do much about even this single squad. Remember one thing, that a single squad of FDR that is remaining will take reduced damage, because obviously, and you can see here, I'm barely able to get a full strike in on Midway, and I have all 8 torpedo hits on this Midway. So yeah, that is insane. You can see here, I have taken out 1/3 of his HP. A Midway has taken massive damage from these FDR torpedo bombers, and he cannot do much about it. I mean, the fighters won't tag, because it's only a single squadron left, so this is a huge advantage as well if you use the last attack run on a carrier. And these are the things that just make FDR absolutely bonkers broken. There's an encounter that I was thinking initially that I will drop because he's bowing in and the bombs are really effective against bowing targets, but then I realized, I will just skip the encounter and I will just try to go and farm another battleship, that is Kurfürst, right? And you will see what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna think of dropping encounter, but then I realize he's not in a perfect angle, so I'm just not gonna waste my time. As well as the Midway also have launched the plane, the fighter plane, so yeah, it's kind of not really good. And encounter cannot able to do much damage to my planes. They're ridiculously tanky. And Kurfürst obviously, he realizes this threat and he decided to turn out, trying to dodge these bombers. But then I just maneuver on time, and I will just go and drop this guy again and again and again. Not the best attack, not the best drop. I mean, the RNG did come into factor. Like, I got 3 non-pens, so the damage output is pretty and I also get no fire. So this is something when happens in FDR, it kind of makes it a bit sometimes weak, because then you have to wait 25 seconds for attack run to get back into strike again. So yeah, a couple of things that you should be keeping in mind, but still, you can just drop this Kurfürst over and over again in a perfect way possible, and you will see here, I'm just getting 8 bomb hits, but again, 3 non-pens for some reason. 15,000 damage, but no fires. Again, fire RNG, but you can see here, I already did 200k damage. And I still do have a lot of planes as well. So yeah, Kurfürst having a really hard time. And this is the monstrosity of FDR. Just go, you pick a target, and you will just drop him over and over again. He's trying to turn in to dodge the salvo of Mecklenburg, and he also DCB'd. Unfortunately, I didn't realize this. I would have waited a bit, maybe 15 seconds, to get a permanent fire, but yeah, sometimes it tends to happen. I mean, I didn't expect that the Mecklenburg will shot at him. But then I do have 2 more strikes. At least 1 more strike, to be honest. So I'm just gonna go and drop him again. Waiting for the strike to happen. I'm just waiting and dodging these flags, because if you know what you're doing, you can definitely dodge these flags. And I'm just gonna go and drop this guy. And I'm just gonna go and narrow the reticle. And we'll try to drop the Kurfürst as good as possible. And you will see here, 16,000 HP. Boom. 7 bomb hits. And Kurfürst is dead. Okay, that's FDR for you. So now it's 10 minutes into the game, and I did 234k damage. This is brutal. This is nuts. This is a level what a super carrier achieved, but I'm achieving it in FDR. I mean, you used to do that in United States, but you can see here, even without arms race mode, I can able to do it 234k damage, no problem. It is hilariously broken to watch. There are still 3 Yamatos left, so I know I do have plentiful of targets, and we unfortunately don't have a good team, and I'm not playing in division, so the game will not gonna go as good as possible. Maybe you can say that I'm not farming cruisers like Des Moines and Encounter, but I mean, sometimes if the cruiser is trying to dodge FDR planes, I mean, sometimes you cannot able to do a lot of damage. Now in this case, I caught the Encounter a bit off guard here, and Encounter, I don't know why he's not decided to turn in. If he would have turned in, maybe he would have dodged a lot of torpedoes, but he decided not to do that for some reason, resulting in him at least taking 6 torpedoes, which is pretty much almost his 1/3 HP. I was happy that my drop was effective and good, but again, I want to get to 400k damage. I want to kill the Encounter. Can I do that? So I just thought, let's do it again. And the good thing is that the Encounter has the island onto the right, which means that if I just drop him correctly, I can hopefully manage to get a good drop on him, resulting in him dying. So I just need a couple of torpedoes, right? Even though the reticle didn't get narrowed down, 3 torpedoes of FDR would be enough to kill this guy, hopefully, and that's what exactly happened. So I got the result, I killed the Encounter, and there are still a couple of ships like Midway and a couple of Yamatos out there, so I have to be very careful in that. The Des Moines and Rhode Island are out there, and I just realized that if I can spot the Jaeger here, because, I mean, Jaeger does not have any AA whatsoever, like, you can just spot him for days, and you will just have a really good time killing him. So this Jaeger is really caught off guard, and I know I can manage to kill this guy, and I'm just getting a drop on him, like I'm just dropping him, right? I don't know if I get a torpedo hit or not, but I know that he has to angle a bit, and well, someone will eventually kill him, if not my torpedoes, and that's what exactly happened, right? So things are pretty good. I just not only killed the Encounter, but I also killed the Jaeger. The team now started to have some momentum up, and funny enough, there are some Jaeger torpedoes coming onto the Midway, but he, I think, missed him, unfortunately, so I have to be very careful. Now, Midway obviously is again my target choice, because I have only a couple of strikes left, so I know that I'm not gonna be losing a whole lot of planes. So Midway, obviously he's trying to turn out, and you can just maneuver torpedo bombers in the best way possible, and you can see here, I just get a torpedo perfectly aligned onto the Midway, resulting in him taking all torpedoes again. Again, I just chunked him for 1/3 HP again with these torpedo bombers. I mean, the bombs will not penetrate because the penetration is not enough. Midway deck armor is 85 millimeters, and FDR HE bombs is only 63 millimeters. So yeah, I knew that, so I just realized it. Now, 280k damage, and there are a couple of other ships that I have to deal with. There are 2 Yamatos. Unfortunately, we have lost an entire flank where there are 3 ships, Rhode Island, Des Moines, and Halford. So this is something that I fear kind of, that things are not really going good. But I've realized that I want to farm a bit more damage, and I have come up with this dropping on Yamato. I dropped the Yamato, trying to perfectly align the aim and trying to get some fires, hopefully. And lucky enough, I got 2 fires and deal 15,000 damage. The drop could have been a lot better, because Yamatos are pretty much easy ships to deal with FDR. Like, they are super easy. they literally have no A whatsoever against FDR planes. It's hilarious to watch. Poor Yamato can do nothing against FDR. And you can see here, I'm just gonna go and drop this Yamato again. And he's trying to turn sort of in, and I want to get a good drop and want to get a permanent fire. So hopefully, and I got a 1 fire, which I'm very happy about. I got a fire. It's a permanent fire, and I still have potentially 3 strikes left. So I decided to just leave the Yamato and take down the Yamato that is only 28k HP remaining. And the Yamato probably have used all the heals, because this is the Yamato that I have made him flood 2 times. He have lost a lot of HP from me. Well, and well, he's gonna take a lot of damage again. So I'm just gonna go and drop him. And Boom, 5 bombs, 17,000 damage, which is okay. Didn't get a fire, unfortunately, but I still have 1 strike to drop. And it only have 11,000 HP remaining, so I know I have enough potential with these, with the salvo of these bombs, that I will kill him with 1 bomb hit or one drop. Okay, Yamato, 11,000 HP, and I'm just gonna perfectly align the aim because it's pretty easy in FDR to do that. And 8 bombs in FDR is pretty hilariously devastating, and 6 bomb hits are enough to kill this Yamato. So perfectly aligned the situation for myself, dealing some damage to that Yamato who was full HP, and dealing also the Yamato that is pretty low HP. Effective, right? Killing the Jaeger encounter as good as possible, killing the Yamato, and now I have to deal with another Yamato. Again, we do have 2 destroyers. We do have some points as well as caps, but the game is still not going under our control. Why? Because our destroyers are not doing the perfect thing possible. There's a daring that having a lot of issues, right? The Mecklenburg is out there, but he will also not gonna do the perfect thing, I would say. And these are the things that are kind of a disappointment, right? The Yamato is taking some damage from these secondaries, and the torpedo arming distance of FDR is basically enough that I will hopefully able to get all or at least 6 or 7 torpedo hits on Yamato, and let's see what happens. Yeah, I got 7 torpedo hits. I got a flood as well, which he DCP in fact. So I literally thought at that time that Mecklenburg has 20,000 HP, so I don't have to be worried about that. I do have Yugumo that I have to be helping him, so I've just decided not to go to the Yamato, and I will go for the Rhode Island. Now, Rhode Island is pretty low, but I thought that maybe Yugumo will be able to kill him, so I decided to go for the Des Moines. Now, here I think I have miscalculated it a bit. I thought that the Des Moines will not gonna turn in, and since I don't have a lot of speed, Des Moines will eventually able to dodge these torpedoes. So didn't perfectly align the torpedoes. You can see here the Des Moines is speed juking as well, so he's doing a perfect job. He realizing how to counter these FDR torpedoes, right? He able to do that effectively. This is one thing where I missed out quite a bit, and I thought the Yugumo shooting him will kill the Rhode Island, which in fact he did not able to. Yamato unable to kill the Mecklenburg is also a huge problem. So the things are started to get pretty bad, and unfortunately we already and also have lost the Yugumo. I was not expecting that. That was shocking, but at least he killed the Rhode Island. At least he got the Rhode Island, which I was happy about. Yamato obviously taken 5 torpedoes. He's still surviving, and there is a Des Moines and Halford. So I know that this game probably not gonna go on my way. So I decided to push in. I've waited a lot. I have tried to damage or killing ships a lot. I have tried to drop, or I have tried to do as best as possible, but my team decided not to do the right things. Unfortunately, it was a defeat, I have to say now. So I have to kill the Yamato here. Yamato again, obviously he has some heals left, which is potentially some HP that I can farm to get my 400k damage, but still, losing a game is kinda sucks. But you can see here I still have ton of bombs remaining. It's insane, like, right? But unfortunately no fires. But I know that 1 perfect drop should be enough now, since Yamato is going to beach. FDR planes is insane. You can see here Yamato shooting me. Now Yamato is obviously, he's kind of pissed that I was farming him a lot, so he will pretty much deal a good damage on me. So I'm just gonna go and drop him as good as possible. So you can see here I'm just gonna align my the bombs, and will drop him, and hopefully should be enough to kill him, hopefully. But only, yeah, I got the fire, double fires, and I got the Yamato. So I've just taken out the torpedo bombers and will do some damage to this Des Moines. Now Des Moines is obviously using AP to his advantage, trying to hit the damage or try to do the damage on my superstructure. But the game is pretty much over because time is not available, right? Des Moines is obviously turning in hard. He realizing that I'm gonna just do some damage to him. So he will dodge some torpedoes, but I still get at least 2 torpedoes, and I will have at least 1 drop remaining, which I will do on this Des Moines. 14,000 HP remaining. maybe I would have gotten a bit of time and RNG on my favor. This would have been a bit of a different game, but yeah, you can see here, only one drop remaining that I have to do. And I would have killed that cruiser as well. It was a defeat. You can see here 423k damage. It's an insane game in terms of damage numbers. Also got 4 kills. 5 kills would have been pretty nice. Got Confederate and high caliber. 11 defended ribbons. 61 torpedo hits, which is insane. 92 bomb hits, which is insane. It's hilariously broken, guys. I mean, I'm just gonna post it on a couple of other channels, YouTube channels, maybe Top Tier, maybe Panzerknacker. These are some of those YouTubers that post replays. So here there will be a lot of players that will be watching FDR content. So yeah, it was a defeat. The team was really not good. Only a tier 8 and tier 9 ship is on the top. Our tier 10 ships are completely trash. The Des Moines played well at the end, I would say. I mean, he also did farm me at the end, so dealing some considerable damage. The Rhode Island also did pretty good. So yeah, it's kind of sucks to lose a game like this because I have tried pretty much best. Maybe some people might say that, oh, you have farmed a lot of battleships. But that's where FDR is really good about. Like, I can try to do some good damage to this Des Moines. Hope maybe at the start of the game, maybe the game might have been a lot different. But the damage would be a lot different as well. I want to showcase you how broken FDR really is against battleships. So I have showcased you that. Detail report wise, 160k damage, 96k damage, and 79k damage to battleships. And some damage to Midway, Des Moines, and even Halford. I shot down his plane, so yeah. That's basically FDR is about. Only use torpedo bombers and bombs. And by the way, how much damage I did from fires and floods? Yeah, only 59,000. I was expecting a bit more. The fire didn't get a lot much more in my favor. I mean, 92 bomb hits and only 11 fire. The RNG is kind of low in this game, I would say. Because otherwise, I would have easily gotten like 18, 17 fires. Because of absurd fire chance of these bombs. But anyway, guys, please let me know down in the comment section below. What do you think? I have played FDR as good as I possibly can. What do you think? Is it really good VM or not? Please let me know in the comments below. And I will catch you guys later. Peace out.